We've gone the distance, and if you have gone the distance with us, you are in for the treat that is Mirage. It's TeamOne going up against Mythic for the decider of who will make it to that playoff spot. NA playoff spots, they're easy to come from because there's not many teams in here at the moment competing at this high level. So if you put the work in, try and make some magic happen, it's a pretty positive spin on it.
Yeah, it's a good chance for both these lineups of qualifying for the playoff, qualifying for the money as well. You are playing for a title, you are playing for a good chunk of money, and both these teams would probably like, to be able to afford an extra Christmas present.
Ain't that a good prospect?
Yeah.
Ain't that a good prospect to buy your loved one Christmas presents and whatnot in this dire period that we have. But to rejoice, we have some Counter-Strike. It's going to be Mythic on the T side, and they go straight up for that A push. Mobs conveniently let them go. Doesn't have any say, and they exit the jungle. Maluki with the USP, great start. Map control has been taken by the Glocks, and now it's on to the retake.
A 5 versus 4 retake. Seems doable. Maluki, can't quite catch Davey off guard right here. Melps had a fantastic first showing, so has Maluki right now. 5 versus 3 now. It's falling apart for Mythic. Has to respond back. Adrian finds one. If he can get another one, that'd be nice, but just dancing around. In the meantime, Maluki's coming in from jungle. If he can find this back, that'd be good, but he cannot. Flom gets in. There we go. It's turning around. Flom with a triple kill coming in with the Glock. It was looking like TeamOne made that retake happen. It was looking like they were in a good position after going up 5 versus 3, but Flom, one of the different 3 kills to his name.
Amazing.
And around towards Mythic.
Yeah, a huge turnaround from Flom. It felt like Maluki had done enough, but he's just spun around with the Glock from jungle, having a ton of impact. It's exactly the start they were looking for. Davey probing for information. I think he's heard someone to his left. He's also seen a crossover towards Neo, towards stairs, but it's just a normal map control. Maluki, though, starting the best way possible, destroying Davey towards A ramp. 5v4.
And he's been scary with the scout. Throughout the couple of games we've seen him play, he's been scary in his entirety, I'd say. He's been a good player and a good guy to watch out for the future. Reposition himself now. Gets smoked off guard. Toying with the idea of putting a shot through the smoke, but not quite making it. Katie's coming in and he's finding one frag, pushing in towards the B bomb side now. It's going to be tough for TeamOne to defend this one.
Yeah, Barton, he's completely surrounded, and with that, not much hope in this round. You'd even question whether Maluki and Mobs will have a say in it. Probably content to save what they have. Mobs will be posted here, hoping to see or to catch someone being a little over-eager. But the end of that round makes absolutely no question whatsoever. It's going to be Mythic with a second. I appreciate how defaulty they entered this round with a mid-map control. And even though Davey got absolutely smackaroony towards A-ramp, they still had a footing in it. They quickly accelerated towards Catwalk. And that was it for the round. 2-0 Mythic.
It's going to be a very vital point to make in this game for both lineups when it comes to the T side. The more decisive you play, and I guess the faster you group up and keep that Wolfpack mentality going for it, I think that's one of the keys to victory, at least for Mythic. I think they need to stick together as much as possible if they want to win this game. Whereas for TeamOne, they may have some more strings to play off when it comes to team play, strategies and so forth. Kind of forget Mythic, their stream team, they don't really practice that much as a unit, but we haven't been able to see that tonight. I think they've been playing a good game of Counter-Strike, and I'm impressed with what they can manage to scramble together, but I guess it comes down to the experience with the players.
Yeah, we talked about it a lot. I mean, they have a lot of very tenured, veteran, experienced players in that lineup, and as a result, they are well aware of the principles of Counter-Strike, how to close some of these rounds, and we can see that they use that to its fullest. Maluki again finding kills with the scout. It's going to be a recurring story for this third map. He's been an absolute beast so far. Maps has been spotted, I believe. It is Cooper down there with the map 10. A little bit of a jiggle peek coming in, but he's got to get punished. And just look at this, it's falling all apart. Now, we have a decent amount of bodies towards the B-bomb side. It's going to be KN Flum in the 2v4. What can they accomplish? The answer is probably nothing. Flum very quickly in the 1 versus 3, and Maluki strikes again. The almost full eco round. Barely a scout saved and a deagle from the last round. A Galil and a Dream, and they make it work.
They do indeed make it work. It must be so annoying playing along Maluki or against him, right?
Just leave me alone.
He's gonna be there and he's gonna attack you. If he's gonna see you, you're gonna die. And that's been the scenario pretty much throughout the entire night. He's been playing some stellar Counter-Strike. Still a decent amount of money on the side of Mythic. That's a nice little boost up here towards ladder. PRT is in a good position. Yet to find a kill in this game, but definitely searching for it right now. Nate being thrown out towards middle does good damage towards Katie. She's not gonna be happy about that one.
Very beefy nade. And we see 5 players from Mythic all across middle. So all eggs in the same basket. PRT taking the right timing. The flash is perfect. That is a quick double kill. Does he have time to pull back? Staying alive for now. Pesta is posted, waiting to see and punish anyone who dare cross. PRT is completely surrounded. Can he get another kill? No, that's a lot of damage onto Cooper though. He's done more than 280 damage. Pesta's gonna take the right timing here. That's the first kill going for a second one. Adrenaline is too quick on the trigger, but that's still a lot of information being taken.
Damage has been dealt. Davey though, in a strong position, potentially a strong position. He's not quite sure where he want to go, but it seems like he's set his sights on the B bomb side, and I don't think they are aware. I think Davey could be in for a bit of a treat right here. There we go. Easy kill for Davey. Easy B control. Puts down a Molotov as well. No fast rotation coming in for TeamOne, and what was looking like a round that should go their way is now looking like a round they'll have to try to retake, but it's definitely not in their advantage. A 2 versus 2. 2 kits available and an AWP.
The bomb has to cross. The bomb has to cross. Such a key frag from Adren. It could have all gone wrong, but Maluki now being spotted as well. So it's not about the mind game. It's not about being clever. It's about being precise and deadly. A couple of flashes being thrown. He's waiting for the right moment to pounce. Cross the placement is going to be key. Choco peeking, coming out. A little bit frustrating. Do they realize he's taking from the left? First angle. And the trade game is on point. Davey will avenge his teammate's death. And with that, put a round number 3 on the board for Mythic.
That was very, very important for Mythic. That was a good recovery. Not sure why Pesa wanted to go down connected the second time. When he got the first kill, he could have retreated back. He could have made it a 2 versus 4 and just gone back, and that would have been it. But he got the classic red eyes. He wanted more. He was smelling blood, and he was smelling people close to him. And unfortunately for him, they got punished deeply on that one. Mythic in a very good position. A scrappy buy coming in from TeamOne once again. Problem for Mythic is that they're still on the brink of a financial crisis, let's put it that way. If they lose this one, that's it. So the game hasn't stabilized yet, but if Mythic is going to win this one, that means TeamOne will have to save. And that could be exactly what Mythic needed. And Ago, it's going to be leading the way.
Yeah, the utility is being deployed. The basic ones are that. We see the boost coming in for Pesta. He spotted someone, and that is a kill onto Katie. Very well maneuvered. A lot of damage onto Adren as well. So far, everything is going according to plan for TeamOne. We see the retake coming in. Flum absolutely keep jumping onto stairs. Davey punishing mobs. 3 versus 2. They have the advantage. They have the positions. I'm looking at TeamOne and I see a lack of utility as well. No kit. It's going to be hard. It's going to be complicated. What a harsh task they have to accomplish. Cooper spotted. First kill. Actually, Barton is quicker. PRT sneaking in the side. Davey's too quick as well. Now Barton has a crossfire to deal with. He's made a couple of steps. They know about him. He's sneaking towards the side. And Flum will put him out 4-on-1, or rather 4-2-1, should I say, for Mythic. A clean A execute. Nothing too extraordinary, nothing too incredible, but it is well organized. The utilities are used accordingly. Then we see the moves. That right here is what I'm talking about. Good flash. Flum takes the opportunity, makes that quick double kill, and suddenly it changes the entire round.
Yeah, you gotta give it to Davey for that flash right there.
Yes.
Staying alive and flashing Flom into a position where you could get an additional 2 kills. Flom is up to 9 so far. Pressure being applied towards middle, but Flom again is dealing with it. 2 players around him and they play together. I love this. A classic 1-3-1. You put a man towards B, you put a man towards A, and then 3 guys out middle. Trying to deal with the pressure that may come their way, and they did. Flom up to 10 kills already. Just 5.5 rounds into the game. Mythic right now are looking hot to thwart, and they're doing a good job, I think. Again, had this been Chaos, had this been the first game we saw, well, they would have been fighting, but look at Mythic. In a round where they know their opponents are on an eco, haven't invested a lot. They still fall back as a unit. And Davey, he's punishing Melps once again.
It's all gone according to plan. Mythic is being a little bit curious and he's going to pay the price for it. He's been heavily tagged. Might not be allowed to return. Somewhat alive, but a lot of damage has been inflicted, and for Mythic, it's just about the trade game now. Cooper with a quick headshot. Kelty with P250, not able to adjust onto Davey. And it's all onto Barton. Can he do just a little bit of damage? It's basically the most we can hope, and the answer is a resounding no. Mythic put money in the bank, and it is ever so important. We know in Counter-Strike, it's not only about winning these anti-eco, it's not only about converting the rounds, but it's about making bank. Having that sweet safety net to make sure you're not going to get reset into the next round, and Mythic, they do just that. 5-1 scoreline. When do we start panicking for TeamOne?
If they lose this round. If they lose this round, I'd start to be a bit worried on the behalf of TeamOne. They seem to still play with confidence, aggressive towards underground Maluki. He's in a naughty position right here. I think that's going to be good for him. There we go. That's probably the easiest kill he's had tonight. You don't expect the player to be in there, going for a second one as well. And Cooper, Katie couldn't do anything about that. Malps now has to defend the A-bomb side. He's sitting in a bit of a rough position, but has backup from Peso. There's that is. And Malps chimes in as well. This is a relatively easy round by TeamOne right now, getting From as well. And no need to panic, Matthew. A round going the way of TeamOne, and a rather convincing one as well.
Yeah, they have it under control. You have to give it to Maluki. His position, his, I want to say, aggressiveness down middle, but also finding that right angle. It is a pesky one at that. You have to be absolutely aware of that risk. Katie wasn't, and she paid a heavy price for it, but the second kill means a lot as well. I'm not exactly sure how he gets it. That could have been a trade, but as soon as he does, the advantage for TeamOne is absolutely huge. We see Mythic with a change of plan though. They're gonna instantly rush towards the A side. Pesta onside tucked in with the AK, first kill. Good flash pops in, but Adrian wasn't blind. He trades efficiently, and with that puts Mythic in a 4 versus 3. They're gonna put down now the utilities. Barting expecting someone to jump through that smoke, but there's no need for Mythic. They have the numbers. Spraying through smoke. Grazing. Ooh, that was a nice headshot from Malps. Can he do it for a second one? That's a leg shot. I have to play a little bit more carefully. Barton suspecting someone is in there, and he has the right idea. Second kill from Barton as well. Leaving Flum in a 1 versus 2. The AWP not being the best weapon for that. It's going to be about cross replacement. He's getting chirped away, and through the wall they find him. He never had a chance in this one. He never had a say. He never had any influence. Beautiful job from Barton. 3 kills from him. And with that, we see TeamOne slowly but surely fighting back, finding their second breath into this map. The start was absolutely all in Mythic's favor, but the gods are smiling on TeamOne at the moment. They're putting that comeback together.
That was a good round by Barton. Finding 3 kills, and Davey maybe overextending a little bit, sitting in that smoke. He knew at some point he would get in trouble, and he did. Cost him and the rest of the team a good opportunity. I think he's not too happy about that decision, but at the end of the day, Barton had to get the job done, and he did. 3 kills to his name, and another round, 2-1, as you said. Maluki overextending a little bit right here. Nice shot by Cooper, but no real need to go for that duel.
Yeah, this is the thing now, though. For Mythic, can they capitalize on it? Can they make something work here? Lesser weaponry, but... Oh, that's not going to be checked. That's an easy one for PRT to pick up. Cooper hoping someone else might just walk on into his crosshair, but they're not going to give him the chance just yet. Now, Dren, he's coming with a good kill. He's got to get a hell of a lot more done than this. He expects someone to try and poke him on short, but it's not going to happen just yet. He's looking. He's trying to buy himself some time. He needs a backup from Cooper, but he's fallen out in mid. Adren all alone, going to get pressured, going to get pushed, and it's an easy pickup. The AWP kill comes in. The defuse is not a problem, and TeamOne grabbed their 4th. They're trying to stabilize this CT side.
You know what I really appreciate about TeamOne right now? Is that they are finding this sweet spot between being very aggressive, but also staying safe. They're doing what I like to call this semi-aggression, finding off angles from that box was window into down middle. We saw Maluki as well dropping down in the underground, aiming at connector. These angles, it seems like Mythic are falling for them time and time again. That is the way from TeamOne to put it back. Not being too aggressive, just being punishing.
They've done that excellently so far. couple of overextensions by the Mythic players have, as you said, been punished. And it's been very costly for Mythic as well. The B-split is coming in right here. I think though Barton with the double upset, we talked about it, has to do wonders right here. A nice shot, despite being blinded completely. A good flash coming in right here. Now question is, can he stay alive while he juggles his knife? It looks like it. Barton is out of it, and another advantageous situation coming towards TeamOne here. They still want to go for the B-split, but there's 3 players to defend it.
They might have a way in though. They've tapped down Barton, but he's still picking up kills. Maluki elsewhere getting on to a Dren. And despite Mythic's best efforts, they won't be able to push on into the site. Flom is going to try as much as he can, but he already took a lot of Molotov damage, down to 42 health. Davey maybe finding an opportunity, but again, they're so low now. And Maluki, he's poised, he's ready. He knows exactly where to look at, but might have just missed the timing on this. They're both going to try and push into this Flom. Blissfully unaware, but Davey, he saves his teammate. Oh, the kills come through. Davey, his kill was the absolute necessary way for Mythic to get that win, because Flom had no idea.
We're talking a split second right there. A split second between most likely TeamOne winning the round and then Davey all of a sudden turning it around. Barton and Maluki did everything they could in that situation, playing real well, but Flom and Davey said no. They wanted to take that B-bomb side and they got it.
You have to commend Flom's patience as well. As soon as he got towards Electric, just waiting patiently, he got the 2 kills and then Davey saved him at the most critical time. I had no idea Mythic could put it away, and now they are pushing the advantage. Davey and Cooper combining for 2 quick kills. PRT trying to restore some sort of sanity. He's gonna find an easy kill. I say easy, he's lost a damn lot of HP.
Yeah.
That's 81 being removed from him. Now Barton, he's been stellar, he's been impactful, but he's only got the Deagle to work with from CT spawn. Cooper entering back, Pesta willing to fight with the M4. He's got an AWP in front of him, and he missed this. Flom missed that opportunity. Barton no with the 1 tap, and it could have been worse. It could not have possibly been worse. Davey, 16 HP, and a dream.
When he does not have the bomb, Barton now can reposition himself and grab himself a weapon. FAMAS already in his hand, but he can happily upgrade if he wants to. Still being careful and cautious of Palace, of course. Davey's playing the long game here. He wants to over 9,000 IQ this if possible. But can he go full Super Saiyan in this round to make it work and pull in a clutch? It'll be a huge one at that, because TeamOne had no business getting around like this. But again, their Brazilians prevails.
Barton have made the perfect play right here. He's playing it safe. He's well aware the bomb is down. And with only 20 seconds left, he also knows that the bomb has to be planted on A, so he does not have to fight. Davey hoping to catch him off guard, but it does not look like it.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's well played by Barton.
Davey's dead. That's it. Nice round found for TeamOne. Inexpensive for him as well, considering what was invested, and Barton even picks up the AWP.
And it started so well for Mythic.
Yeah.
Double opening kill being found by Cooper and Davey towards A. And then it was PRT with a great move in middle, and then Pesta fighting from stairs. Not even mentioning Barton's beautiful 1 tap with the Deagle. I feel like it's being... I'm like a broken record at this point, talking about Deagles and headshots and whatnot. It's been all over the place today, to our greatest content. Pesta again strikes, this time around with the M4, finding Davey. It is just a Nika round though. Let's not get overexcited. For TeamOne, they just have to weather the storm. Speaking of storm, they all go through the smoke into the meat grinder. Adrian able to get 1 kill, but it should just be consolidation for them. Because PRT's MP9 is about to make the money.
Money, 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 money.
Make money. Sorry.
Do it.
No, I'm afraid of getting DMCA'd.
Make money, money, make money, money. How are we going to get DMCA'd for
I have
singing?
no idea. Maybe because I'm such an awesome singer. Not. Fact.
Fact. Hit him with the fat fact. Maluki looking to hit him with some fat headshots. AWP in hand. We know what this man can do.
Change of pace for Mythic. This time around, building.
Oh no. Oh, Maluki scoped in. He's got no idea, but neither does Flom right now. This is a crazy moment to go through. Maluki, he's managed to move in the nick of time, but now some information will be passed on over to him. That nade comes out towards Flom. Does a nice bit of damage, but Maluki, he finds a Dren. Trying to sneak on through the window, but it's not going to work out for him. Flom continues to be tagged up while Cooper gets fragged up. Big miss from Maluki. This actually nets them a double kill. Katie and Flom do have something to work with here as Malva's gone aggressive.
He found the bomb.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Christmas gift and a half.
Oh.
But still winnable.
I didn't think there was a way in, but there actually is. Flom is on 6. 100 HP for Katie. But still, the bomb is an issue.
The way you said that then, Flom was on 6, 100 HP for Katie. I was like, 600 HP, huh? My brain just like lagged.
It's quite late, isn't it?
Yeah.
600 HP that have been such a crazy like titanium armor suit or something like Iron Man type.
They have given up the bomb though. They've given up the fight to even go for it, quite surprisingly enough.
B's open.
Yeah, it is.
To a point.
Quite sure why TeamOne was so afraid of at least being close to the bomb. They completely abandoned it, but one player is pushing towards A palace and another one is going towards B.
They need to go fast.
Yeah, but it's going to be a 1 versus 2, right? It's just a trade frag right here and then in a good position. Flom, if he can hit that shot with AWP, that's going to be nice. But Barton is again playing it smart, hiding, waiting for the bomb plant. He's well aware it has to come in now.
Timing not on the side of Mythic. In the smoke, he goes down. Oh, it's not going to work out. He's playing for time. He doesn't even play for the fight. And then afterwards gets Katie as she tries to sneak through the window. It's not working out in these clutch situations for Mythic. And TeamOne, they looking like the real team in this one.
They were up, correct me if I'm wrong, but Mythic were up 5-1. And now TeamOne are pulling an absolute comeback together. It's not over until it's over, though.
What did you say the T side was last time for TeamOne? 12-3?
12-3, indeed. On their
oh
T side.
boy, Mythic.
Oh boy, indeed. But it's not over yet. We've seen some of these crazy rounds come together. So it's time to see if Mythic have some of that magic left in store. Pesta is toying with the idea of fighting towards mid. He's got that all. I appreciate the choice. And we know it can be ever so deadly at close quarter combat.
Oh, that was a good nade, wasn't it? Eddie's not feeling too well
right now. Organ hand, he's got backup from his teammates as well.
You, pure meat grinder. Clean. Absolutely clean.
Sophisticated round. No mistakes made.
Gotta give some credit to Barton. I feel he's been very impactful in this first half. He's won a couple of clutches, and every time you see him play, he doesn't make mistakes, right? May not be the most gifted aimer, even though I do think he has quite a solid aim behind him. He plays with the AWP as well. Quite gifted player in that sense, versatile, but when you look at the way he moves around the map, when you look at the way he reads all sorts of situations, he does not make mistakes.
Yeah, and the thing I'll touch on with that is that we see a lot of players get huge praise because they're putting up big numbers every single game. Yeah, okay, that's part of it. But some players you need, like a Barton, who just win you the rounds you're supposed to win so you don't mess up the ones where it could be the difference maker in an actual game. You can have a Simple, you can have a Zyra, and they can frag out like crazy, but sometimes you still don't win the game. And right now, Mythic, they want to win this round though, to pull us back into this one. 4v3, but Mythic have lost many of these. Maluki's in a good position, and he's going to be able to get this easy kill onto Flom. He's going to be pressured, and he gets the kill onto Cooper. He's not done yet. They're trying to make it happen. Katie manages to force the aggression out, but Barton, look, he's playing it smart again. He's waiting for that bomb to be ticked down, the digits to be tapped in, and straight away he strikes. Davey unable to give any defense to his teammate. He's already been put down to 37 health. It is just not pretty for Mythic in all these scenarios. Davey trying to clutch it out, but it's not going to work out. Barton saves the day, and this man, I love it. I love him. 9-6 first half. We're going to a break. I nearly forgot, but don't worry, we're coming back with Mirage after it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I may have forgotten that there was a break because I just wanted to see more amazing Counter-Strike action between TeamOne and Mythic. Probably two of the better teams we've seen from the North American region. Overall, they have impressed. Overall, they have delivered a banger of a best-of-3. And right now, we're going to decide who's going to win this and march on forward to the playoffs. It's the upper bracket winners match here for Group B. And TeamOne right now, last time these two teams played on Mirage, it was a 12-3 win for them on their T side when they're already up 9-6. Can they make it decisive? Well, to start this round off, not so much. As Cooper, he's gone for a little poke out at the top of mid, and he's found himself the initial kill. And they're going to be looking for more as well, as slap again. As those USP shots come on out. They may have the B site, but it's a 5v2 retake. Some damage being done, and Barton has been absolutely monumental in the success for TeamOne here from start to finish. But can he deliver alongside Malbs on this round? So far, so good. They're getting it done. Malbs is a beast. Malbs is a monster. Cooper's coming in to save the day, but Barton is the key to success for TeamOne. That was a 2v5, and TeamOne just told Mythic, what's up now? We're taking this win. We're showing you how it's done, and you are better be damn scared of us.
That was insane from Malbs as well. In this position with the Glock, he's pressured from 3 different angles, and he's just hitting shot after shot after shot. He's having, if not the highest, one of the highest headshot percentages I've ever seen in a long, long time, and he's continuing to doing it. That is fantastic from Malbs. That was a round they had no business winning whatsoever.
Just die first, forehead. The team who has won fewer opening kills and clutches has won on both maps. Oh? Logic? Oh my.
I just like the use of forehead.
In a
Makes me
Counter-Strike.
happy.
In a Counter-Strike. But now TeamOne, they find themselves in a prime position to close down this map. Now obviously Mythic, as they've been doing throughout the entire game, forcing up whenever they lose a pistol round. This is it though. TeamOne, they win this round, they put themselves in a very comfortable position, especially considering they got 12 T rounds last time around. Whereas if they lose, Mythic fights back.
Oh, mate, Barton. If you're this, what is it, Fur and his super team they're going to create for Brazil, get Barton. You need a player who doesn't have an ego and just styles out, right? You need one that can just get you the rounds you need so you don't flop it all down. Saying about flopping it all down, though, there's potential here for Davey to... Oh my God, what are we doing, Davey? I love you, Davey, but sort it out, son. What is that?
Any other weapon that
he would have gotten a kill.
That would have been a Mythic.
You know, the fact is, it is a little bit unfortunate for him because I do believe that with the right position on B, you can make that shotgun work, right?
Sure.
But when you are left... Just let me finish, James.
No.
Hear me out. Hear me out for a second. When you're about to retake the A side, yes, you do look a little bit silly with the shotgun. It's not the weapon you want to have. But the idea, when and if they come to the B side, I can understand. I can get behind it. He's thinking outside the box. And I'm not going to spoil it, but TeamOne, they have the start they want. Look at this. He's thinking again. A kill off to Maluki. That just made my evening. Thank you, David.
But why is my question? Why did Maluki want to go out there by himself?
Information gathering.
Yeah, but you can do that. You can do that in a smart way. You can do that without...
Look, they're all in. They're not doubting. No second guessing.
There was no reason to do that whatsoever. Anyway, Malbs have taken over the bomb side, and that's going to be another easy round for TeamOne, I assume.
Oh, you say that, though.
I do. I believe Malbs is going to get 2 kills right here. Watch him. Oh, no. Well, he got 2 kills.
He got 2 kills. Flom would probably be able to retrieve a weapon.
All right, boys, this part of the round is boring. So, let's get on to some real hard-hitting stuff. DreamHack Masters, Winter 2020 North America. Chaos in the grand final against TeamOne. What do we think?
Wouldn't mind it.
Do you think that's a possibility? I'm legit looking at TeamOne like,
I mean,
okay.
It could be a possibility, obviously. There are some teams that we haven't...
Oh, sorry, we're not calling them Chaos anymore because they're all just trashed them, so screw them.
Anyway, that lineup, these players, right? But I also believe that there are some teams I haven't seen play quite yet, so maybe some other candidates that we are not suspecting quite yet. But yeah, I agree with you. I think TeamOne obviously is a good contender.
So TeamOne versus Need.org in the grand final. Need.org get the big win, and then they get an organization that actually care and support.
What about Triumph?
Triumph already lost the first game that they played, right? And they got to play the lower bracket runaround.
Are we married to Need.org? I feel like it's a terrible name to have.
All right, what do you want to call them then?
For now, let's just call them Chaos.
need all
Wow. No, Maniac. How are you going to do us like that? Maybe he's going to do Malvs a bit, though. Another Molotov going out. That could be nice. Katie's backing him up. Fragging him up as well. Could go for the spam now, but she doesn't think about it just yet. Maluki somehow has snuck on through. Got himself some room. Yes, Maniac. Hand up.
The double AWP, James. That's what I want you to pay attention to. That double big green setup. Good flash though. Adrian being patient, but Cooper is here with the cover, and just like that, Mythic puts round number 7 on the board.
Go on,
They still have some fight in them. They're not out of it quite yet. We are doubting them. We think TeamOne have done it, but it is not the case. We see a tactical timeout.
Katie was feeling that one.
Let's go.
All the way from short, long range, getting it done.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit tired right now, and just the look of those teddy bears, you know.
Oh, you want to cuddle?
Imagine being in a bed with those two right
Why would you do me like that?
now. True, right? You don't have any cuddle partners right now, Maniac. Your girlfriend is not here, so you may as well take a teddy bear.
I am extremely alone.
You've got each other.
I
Well,
guess.
we also have this thing called
Oh, here we
COVID,
go.
So
Team 100. Team 1 won the last Mirage map between these two, with Barton and Malbs both putting up 100 ADR games. Well, are they close to 100 ADR now? Pimp, let me know.
I just like how you carefully analyze each of these words
Yeah.
to make sure you understand the
I am
message.
so broken.
It's
and
gonna be
tired.
okay, my friend. Look at this, TeamOne putting some rhythm in this game. Quick mid take. Maluki's on the AWP, that's what we want to see. Malbs finding an ever so important entry kill. Those towards the B bomb side. Flom was a little bit too curious. They've been losing that first AWP, and as we can see on the minimap, the reaction is instantaneous. But TeamOne cannot see it, they cannot know it, so they don't pounce on the A side quite yet. They're slowing down the pace, taking their sweet time. They have as well a lot of time to play with. Pesta is just poking, looking for information, and he's found an opening. I just hurt my hand.
Oh. What did you do?
I'm moving around, James. I'm moving around and I'm being clumsy.
You getting angry, mate?
No, absolutely
Punching
not.
things.
Look at this. Look at the clutch. Look at the move coming in from Pesta. I talked about the opportunity. I talked about what he could do from jungle. And he's just going to take his sweet time.
Knife him. Yeah, you know.
The knife round coming in. And another one. That is a huge round for Pesta.
Pesadelo.
That
You're
is
really hard losing it, James.
That's a cool.
Is it okay over there? Jacob, just do something. Make sure James is fine.
I can't. I gave up.
I'm drinking, boys. No. No. Let's
You're
not
drinking
start.
water.
Yes.
Let's make it very, very clear right now. We don't want that kind of message out there.
All hell has broken loose.
I gave up years ago with the two of you.
Years ago.
Years ago,
That
that's
is
when you
really
started
sad.
your career, babyface. What are you on about?
Well, I'm
Baby
young,
face.
fresh and fly.
No one uses the word fly anymore. You're
least you
supposed
got
to be young.
That's how young I am, you know.
At least you got confidence. Can't take it
How
out.
young I am. You guys are terrible. You better be quiet for a moment. So we can appreciate the fact that TeamOne put themselves up to 13 rounds.
They need to hold on to it, though. They can't have a repeat of Dust 2.
They do, and I think that's been the case for pretty much all North American games that we've seen so far. We don't see these big string of rounds, right? We don't see any teams going up, you know, winning 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds in a row and looking confident in all those instances. We see it being a back and forth game all the time. Still a good buy coming in from Mythic, so they still will fight back in this one. Adrian missing the jump, but
Adrian, that is not what you want to see.
no consequence of that. He can fall back, so it's all right. Katie, though, can he find a crack? He goes, he gets punished for not missing that
unlucky.
one, and Barton again. He's been playing hearts out. You asked about the ADR, currently at 111.
Mal's going to add another one to the tally. And judging by the minimap, I'd say we are going towards an A split. But TeamOne, once again, they've been able to slow down the pace whenever they find these kills. They don't feel any pressure to go for it. Flum had an opportunity, but that one is missed. That one is long gone. The defense still gathered towards that A side. It starts with Adrian, and it could be the beginning of a comeback in this round. Things are looking dire, but with 2 AWPs, you can never know. Davey strikes with the AK, and that is the signal. TeamOne, they don't want none of it. But I do wonder if they have missed that window. It's going to be about Adren and how fast he can realize that going back to B is definitely on the cards. Smoke being thrown by Maps. That is towards the window. That is a very sexy smoke. The timing is all about being there or not. The B side has fallen.
So afraid of someone being on the B side. Spot on, Matthew. They didn't react in time. And now they had to retake the bomb side with 2 AWPs. There's 1 kid on Adrian. That's going to be very, very important. Can he win this duel? He cannot miss him. The no-scope. There we go, Maluki. Finds a frag towards his teammate. 2 versus 2. Still a possibility. Flom winning that duel. And now it's Malps 1 versus 2. We saw him a couple of rounds ago with a pistol. Absolutely styling on Mythic. Now he has to do it again. 1 versus 2. AK in hand. Finds the first one. The headshot machine is just so good.
He's a god.
On Malps. I want to know right now what his headshot percentage has been tonight. I feel like it's very, very, very high.
You know, the TeamOne fans are singing Malbs, Malbs, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can.
I guess. Make sure to copyright that one.
All right.
Look, I think it's safe to say he's been one of the most impressive rifle we have seen so far in this NA tournament. Sure, we've seen some greatness coming out of the snipers, but AK in the hand, M4 in the hands, Malb's been the one to go to. He's been one of the most impressive, clinical, deadliest rifles we've seen, and he does it again. 17 kills this time around, 95 ADR. He's an absolute beast.
I think Barton is like the rock, and Malbs is the star. Maluki is just that.
Wait, I thought you were going to go for like a John Cena reference, or like a Randy Orton or something.
Da, da, da.
He has that like explosive power, right? Because you don't see Malps, you know, doing shots like these every single round. So he's not hitting them every single round, obviously. He goes down quite a lot, but he reminds me of Scream in the sense that like...
I beg to differ. He's doing that a lot.
Well,
he's very consistent with the aiming.
Yeah, you could say so, but he's been having fallouts. And
Absolutely.
The point was, you know, it's like Scream. When you look at him, it looks really, really good when it's working. And when it's not working, you think to yourself, okay, you should maybe just try to spray. He's a guy that goes for the headshots. And it does create a bit of inconsistency sometimes. That being said, though, he has been consistently good throughout the tournament so far. And the highlight moments he's had so far has been fantastic. Flom is not giving up, though. Finding 2 kills with the AWP, and as it's been classic for North American Counter-Strike throughout this tournament, whenever it looks like it's supposed to be done, whenever there's no money on one team, they find a way to still come back. It's like whenever a team gets up with a big lead, or whenever they know they're in an economical advantage, the complacency is just hitting them time and time again.
Can't we also look at the fact that, like, everyone on Mythic pops the AWP at some point? Davey, Cooper, Flom, everyone's had it, everyone's had a go. Adren earlier, this, like, they're really just paying off this whole feeling, aren't they? Oh, that's not the feeling Adren wants at all, because the push has come through from TeamOne. They may have the numbers in this one, but Mythic, they need to play smart, they need to play strong. Flom, he's being pushed, but he will get the duel. He will win it with a pistol. Malps was already quite low. Oh, bomb being picked up, and somehow Barton gets away with that. Cooper 40 had the drop on him. Now this is where Barton's super smart plays come into it. But is super smart going to be enough? He's waiting it out for the moment, but time is not on his side. No pressure just yet, but he does have to react. Flom, clean, calculated, and he knows what's going on.
The AWPs coming in clutch for Mythic. We knew that it was going to be an X factor in this game, and so it is. It starts with Flom here towards mid, and another one from Connector. Cleverly switches up to the USP when he realizes low HP Mobs is on its tail. Beautifully played. But we see TeamOne, they still want to fight for it. They're not going to give that up too easily. A lot of pressure towards the B bomb side. Davey is about to be in a lot of trouble. He's rocking that silencer. Rotations coming in from Flom. And here we go. It is on. Katie, she finds the first kill with the FAMAS. Good trade, good cover from Flom. Davey hasn't had anything to do so far because the B side is an absolute fortress. TeamOne cannot find their way into this round. They're gonna need some heroics, some magic. A headshot and a half to start it with. A lot of damage.
No.
Best I found the timing, but it's been under control so far.
Oh, spotted out. Nicely done by Davey. Quick on the reload though. He hasn't got the silence to play with. Barton tries to pick up the AK and make something happen, but it won't work out. Mythic get a 9th round on the board. Mythic do make it competitive in these rounds. They do battle back, right? But TeamOne, they're so close.
Yeah, and starts to remind me a little bit of Dust 2. We saw that as well.
Yeah.
TeamOne getting off to a really, really good start. They are in the lead the majority of the game, especially second half. They go up to this big lead, leading 14-7 once again. And you saw on Dust 2 that it took them a couple of tries to close it out. Now Mythic, they are on the CT side, and they're on a streak right now. The double op setup is prevailing. It's working well. The economy is looking somewhat decent.
I say triple AWP.
Oh god, I'm blind. I do wear glasses though, so that's my excuse. A triple op. Execute heavy strat right here. That'll be working well next round.
Cooper, Floma, Dren looking to AWP their way to success. Not much in this round for them to be too scared of, though. It's on the next round that's going to be the interesting play.
It is so tough to defend a full A-go, or full B-go for that matter, when there's smokes popping everywhere, flashes popping everywhere, then having to retake a bomb site with 3 AWPs. I hope Team Mythic are aware of what they're doing, because they're putting themselves in a rough position if they were to lose control over any bomb site.
I think the question becomes, how aware are TeamOne of that setup, right? Are they aware that there is a triple AWP setup in front of them? Because if they are, then they could absolutely, as Jacob is pointing to, just go with an execute, just close off every angles with flashes and smokes, and then play the post-plant situation. We know it's going to be so hard to retake with a triple AWP, I repeat, triple AWP setup for Mythic.
So, the plan is not to need a retake.
That would be a good plan.
Hard to execute, but you know, might work out.
Oh.
A couple of easy shots for
Easy
Cooper to pick up in the end. 5 still alive for Mythic, certainly what they need after an expensive AWP setup that they have in here. And Maniac?
Look at the cash. It's actually quite limited for TeamOne. I feel like they could have debated the idea of going with the the execute heavy Tech 9 buy, for example. That could have been something, but they decided to go for the full rifle. They have a decent chunk of utility, and judging by the pathway from the spawn, they have identified the situation. They have realized what's going on. They're gonna go for the full A execute, and then Cooper with the AWP towards spawn, and the Dren with another one towards connector are going to be tested.
They need to hit some heavy shots out here, because these AKs are going to explode onto that A site. Good amount of utility for the T side to play with here. And already it starts. Dren cannot hold on. He goes down instantly, and it's Malbs hitting the big shots. Now it's time for Cooper to shine with his. He's getting spammed up. He's nearly been fragged up. He's managing to tag some of them up, though. He's picked up some kills, and now Davy's spamming away with the silenced M4. Katie trying to come on through. Oh, nicely done. Doesn't stop the bomb from going down, but delivers 2 swift kills. Pays the Delo. He's all alone, but he's going to deliver 1. And now it's up to them to shut him down. Flom comes through with another AWP kill, and with that information, TeamOne will actually realize, what on earth? Why did you have 3 AWPs?
Oh, that is such a lackluster A-go right there. I don't know why you didn't smoke CT spawn. A smoke CT spawn would put Cooper under so much pressure that sure he could get 1 kill, but that would be it. That kill right there, that's too easy. The second kill coming right here, and then 5 seconds after the smoke they needed in the beginning came down towards CT spawn. You could argue that they may have had a plan of pushing CT spawn and, you know, taking that for the retake, but no flashes were being thrown towards Cooper, so that can't have been the plan either. That was a lackluster A-go right there, as we do call it, and TeamOne find themselves again in a position where, as in Dust 2, they're starting to lose grip of the game.
Yeah, you need to be very careful of your TeamOne here. You don't want to give them the avenue to come back into this. You don't want to give them the confidence to make this happen.
No. But I'm getting worried for Mythic right now, because Davy is completely all alone. The rotation from Katie is on the way, and she might just hit the side as it is. Important. Timing is everything. We see here Davy besting PRT in the first duel, but the change of plan coming out of TeamOne, because Mavs have been finding the kill. Could have changed everything. He's taking control of jungle now. Cooper reigning supreme with the AWP. That kill is everything. She will pounce from Catwalk. Good spray control. Meluki has got no chance in that one. And I thought Mythic would let that one slip away, but it is not the case. They absolutely stabilize the situation.
Not like your jacket.
Not like my jacket that just went on the ground.
Just for everyone on chat to understand, Maniac is undressing for us.
No one needs to know about that.
He's already removed 1 item of clothing. If Mythic get another round, he'll remove the next.
What are we playing? What are we playing?
Strip counter.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Strip poker of Counter-Strike.
Let's keep it family friendly, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do that. TeamOne taking a timeout, only the second one in this game, trying to figure out what is it they need to do. I think the whole A strat, you know, going for an A-go, works out well. You just need to smoke CT spawn. Cooper has been really, really effective with the AWP on the A-bomb side, but
Definitely.
it's so easy to isolate a player like that. Smoke CT spawn, a Molotov towards Ticket, and that's it. He has to fall back and they have to play for the retake. And I think exactly that could be the case right here. Maluki not able to find a shot and takes a lot of damage. Cooper again. He's doing a tremendous job with AWP, and you said it, James. Everyone has been playing with it, but I feel like the most efficient AWP player probably has been Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper across all the games, definitely. Flom had his moments on Dust too, for sure. Bit of scout action in there at the same time. Adrian, it's, I don't know, bit of hit and miss. Prefer him on a rifle, personally. I don't mind the double AWP setup. I can get behind that a bit. Triple AWP setup seems a bit too much. But it's got Mythic here. You can't knock it, I guess. But now this is the round, this is the all-important one, where if they get this, they could potentially get the follow-up, and they could sit in a position where they are tied 14-14.
They just want to pounce on the flash. Look at this, PRT is already set. They're going to go out the A ramp and then use the smokes. So it's going to come down to that flash. How powerful is it? Adrian pushed out of the first angle, so does Cooper. He's playing behind, he's burning, hitting. That is some sound information for his opponents, but they don't seem to be realizing. Maps with a great opening kill. As they won from best. This flash could have changed everything. They still don't know about Adrian. He's biding his time, waiting for the right moment to pounce. First kill, second kill, adjusting as well. PRT is quick on the trade, and in all the madness, it's only Davey in a 1 versus 2.
Adrian there needed to have a little bit more trigger discipline. He was not being checked at all. But Davey should walk away with this kill, no problem at all. The bomb is out in the open, but he has the smoke ready for it. He expects someone to be towards Palace. He has no information as to where Pesadillo is, but now he does. That nade comes through, and he wants to try and play it off the side of it. Oh, he might get sideswipe here. Davey's trying to 100 IQ it. Oh, he's jumped on top of it. They're real close. Then there could be a knife coming out, and he stabs him up. He slices him up, and TeamOne grabbed themselves the 15th round. Davey thought he was close, but not close enough. He nearly big-brained it and went all the way around, but he pulled back at the final moment, and it cost him the round.
You've done better. You've done better.
Try again.
No.
No,
I'm not a jukebox. You cannot just put like a coin in me and have me do noise. That's not how it works. What do you mean bing?
You'll do anything for money.
It's not the noise. Bing!
Me flicking a coin in you, jukebox, man.
Look at this. The pace being put out by TeamOne. But Adrian is doing a fantastic job at countering it. Everyone is just changing the course right now. Massive redirection coming out of TeamOne. That whole task force to catwalk is now in B apps. But there is a comedy. There's a welcome comedy for Mythic. An AWP on the side of Adren.
Committee. Welcome committee.
Is that what did I say? Community?
Yeah.
I'm getting old and tired.
That's all right.
It's all right.
I can't even speak English.
You're my fail-safe.
Just give me Russian, I'll be fine.
Davey now on the B-bomb side with an M4 and the backup from Flom. Question remains whether or not TeamOne want to go for this. They're right now stalling a little bit, waiting out. 2 players moving up towards middle from underground, and they want to boost in this window position again. They've had a lot of success trying to flank right here. Katie's waiting for it though. That should be an easy kill for her. No! She goes down.
Still, numbers for Mythic.
Good refrag coming in from Adrian. The second one for him. This one. Flom has to hit that shot, but that's it. That could loosen the control. Davey gets one and he gets taken out, and that is it. The B-bomb side is now open for taking.
Oh, but Adren, his position. He doesn't want to push up into this, and Maluki, it's so easy for him to hit. This could be it. Cooper needs to pull off the 1v2. The smoke is going to obscure his vision. He has no idea. He wants to try and find some sort of an opening. Maluki already tagging him up. 7-2 health now. It's just not ideal. Cooper probably walking out to his death. Scopes on in, but the Glock headshot is landed. TeamOne get the win as Mythic attempt to make another comeback, but they can't quite hit the mark. And we watch as Mythic struggle back-to-back on 2 maps there after opening pretty damn strong. Overall, TeamOne, they proved they're the better team. They proved they had the better protocols. And definitely, Malbs and Bartzin. Those guys stepped above and beyond what was needed.
They're good players, right? They're very good players, especially Malbs. We saw it in Dust 2. Once again, the headshots coming out, the Deagle round, I'm sure we're going to see it in the top 5 players of the day. I would be very disappointed if that's not in there. And overall, TeamOne, yeah, showing a good, showing a good showing, but there was rooms for improvements. There was a couple of mistakes being made, and there was no reason for them to make both Dust 2 and Mirage so close. I feel
like everything is a battle. Everything is hard fought for, right? You don't see really teams just putting away with it and winning that quick 2-0. No, it's hard. It is sweating tears and blood, but this time it's just good enough for TeamOne.
Well, the Counter-Strike is done for now, but we are going to a quick break, and then it is interview time, as we'll get to hear from the players and see how they're feeling after that epic series. For one last time, we're spinning this ship sideways as we watched it go down to 3 maps once again here in North America. TeamOne proved to be the better team, as the Stream team proved they're not a mean team. They did deliver and showed up with a bit of skill and a bit of sophistication to their Counter-Strike plan, but it wasn't enough to net them the win. They're still in the tournament, but TeamOne, they move on through to the playoffs.
It was an absolute battle, and yes, you are correct. TeamOne are making their way to the playoffs. We came in here in the pre-show talking about how they were the favorite. I have to be honest, I did not give enough credit to Mythic. I did not think that would be such a clear battle.
I did.
And it was a 3-mapper. It was all the way to the end. Round, 28 was needed, or 27 was needed on Mirage to make it a go. So commiseration to Mythic as well for putting a very good fight.
I'm going to say both yes and no, right? Because both the maps on Dust 2 and Mirage were clearly pretty one-sided. I got to be honest, right? TeamOne going up big time on both the maps, leading 14-7 on both Mirage and Dust 2. And then sure, Mythic, you know, coming back and getting some cosmetic frags and making the game seem close, right? But if TeamOne just be a little bit more cold-blooded, they probably would have won that game quite big. And you would be standing here saying, sure, Mythic on Vertigo, they were doing a good job first map, winning it. That in itself, to me, was impressive. I did expect a 2-0, not gonna lie, but the maps on Mirage and Dust 2 wasn't really as close as the scoreline suggests.
Well, that phones are ringing. We've got a winner's interview for you. We've got Malbs from TeamOne joining us once again. Last time he was muted for us. This time I hope he can hear us. There, he's smiling away, so he must be hearing what I'm saying. Malbs, congratulations on the win over Team Mythic. I just want to come back, right? In the games, though, on Dust 2 and Mirage, you guys were ahead. It was looking like you guys would have the win quite convincingly, but rounds started to slip away. What was going wrong at those points? Is this just a time where you guys need to refocus at times? Do you maybe let it get a bit too comfortable?
Yeah, I think there were some points like they brought the ops, you know, and like we didn't know what to do against those ops, but we managed to get it like between like 3 rounds past it, you know, so I think that's what happened. The ops, basically.
Now, I know this event means a lot to you guys. How much are you guys happy with the progress you've made here and what you've done? And what else do you think you need to make sure you tighten up before you go in and potentially have a chance of winning this whole event?
We need to keep working, definitely. Like, we gotta work on some situations in the rounds where we gotta improve. But yeah, we're definitely happy of being like in the playoffs in another like big tournament. And yeah, we're really excited for it.
Now, we saw a couple of times yesterday that your aim is really spot on, and we saw you today with the Deagle as well. What is it with you? Are you playing a lot of deathmatch, or what's going on here?
Since I started playing, I was a really big fan of Scrim, and I was like one taps, you know, like I always focus on headshot percentage.
We see the comparison, right? Because you do seem to, I wouldn't say copy his style, but you do seem to hit a lot of headshots. Is that one of those like real nice feelings when you just manage to kill those 4 guys with the Deagle, for an example?
Yeah, sometimes I just hit those shots and I'm like, I don't even believe myself that I did it, you know.
I just want to ask you, you know, Mythic, they did put up a great fight, and tactically speaking, they were pretty much extremely organized. Were you guys surprised by the type of Counter-Strike they were playing?
To be honest, I wasn't. Like, they got a lot of experience, like Flom, Adren, Davey, so yeah, they got a lot of experience, and it was just like expected to play that kind of level of CS also.
Would you say that the experience they had kind of showed in the clutches, for example?
Yeah, of course it did.
Well, experience does pay off for these guys. Malbs, it's a pleasure to talk to you once again, my man, and congratulations on another big win. The dream continues for you guys, and I wish you the best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
Always good to speak to Malves, and we made the comparison between him and Scream.
Good model.
Now it makes sense. Now it definitely makes
he's
sense.
He's a headshot machine.
He is a headshot machine indeed, but he's got to keep that going as he moves through this bracket. That's what we're going to be looking at next to see where we're ending up here for Group B. And as you can see, TeamOne are the first team through to the playoffs here in the North American region, and they have done it in style against Team Mythic. Okay, there was a bit of issues, right? A bit of back and forth on it. I can give them that, but I think the thing that's most impressive here is they didn't crumble when it did get tight.
No.
Because we didn't see them lose it, but we even saw them on Vertigo have a chance to come back and potentially be in the 2-0 that Pimp wanted.
It's always a matter of, do you see the glass half full or half empty, right? Half full is the fact that they stayed calm and collected. They did not give it up at the very end. But now they have made it through to the playoff. That is what matters. If we are skipping ahead in time and thinking about these playoffs, we cannot let that kind of comeback happen again. They have to be a bit more tight when it comes to the end game. And if they do, I think they have a shot.
I think they have a shot making it to the grand final with this run if they can keep this
Fair
up. Quote me on it. Let's see how it will all go. But what we should do is have a look at today's results, because we've had a lot of fantastic Counter-Strike here at the DreamHack Masters Winter. And these are the results that you have seen today. Astralis, they dealt with Liquid. They sent them packing, and Liquid again are waiting for the next event to take place. G2 and Furia saw Furia take the win 2-1. Furia continue to impress. They continue to improve. They haven't fallen short like a lot of North American teams have when they've come on over to Europe. Then we saw Chaos. They got the 2-0. They now are no longer called Chaos, so we should probably change that because we don't want to give anything to an org that's not giving anything to the players. And then we have TeamOne managing to just take down Mythic 2-1. On the second stream, North actually won a game, and Mousesports dealt with Godsend.
Yeah, you know, the one result this brings into mind here to me is G2 versus Furia. That game, that must have been a good one. I was watching a little bit of it as well. The fact that G2 is slowly but surely starting to play at a high level, and the fact that Furia is still playing at a high level, right? They came into Europe and they had a rough time, but ever since their magical talk, a 3-hour talk that we don't know much about, they've been playing hearts out again, and it's good to see Furia back on that level.
We love a little team talk. That's what we do all this time, right? We're just talking, having fun.
We have a lot of team talk.
A lot of team talks. It's all love.
Keep the sanity. It is a full-time job to stay sane in that team.
The team of three, it's that difficult for us all. What's not difficult, though, is for some of our fantastic players across today to make some of these amazing plays that we're going to give you the top 5 of today. And starting with the top 5 of today, we get Lollipop. What a name. He gets his USP play on Nuke versus Namiga.
Oh, that is sexy with USP.
From
that
Namiga versus North. I can't even read.
It's okay. It's okay. We got you, James, and we can just appreciate the cross the placement. This is just a feeling of satisfying with the USP.
Yeah, it feels so nice to hit those shots. But let's flip the script a little bit. Gate coming in for North against Namiga with a nice spray down with the AK-47 right here. 4 kills, making it 3, 4, 5, and there we go. The ace as well, using the AK-47 and the AWP, showing it all, and a good showing from Gate and a good showing from North, winning a game for once.
He is so skilled. He's always been so skilled. Number 3, we have Xib, the clutch god, actually coming in clutch on Inferno as well against Liquid. That game was absolutely insane. And this right here, this is all the experience of a B anchor shining through the repositioning, the cross replacement, the pre-fire. He's got everything. And I'm just so happy to see Xib at a good level again.
Pimp, this next clip is what you wanted. We just spoke to him. It's Molbs with the insane Deagle play that we witnessed just earlier against Mythic, and he put the hurt on them.
Yeah, it's some insane shots coming with the Deagle, and I'm very, very, very excited to see what number 1 is going to be, because it has to be cooler than this. It is going to be Mess coming in with a 4 kill on Train, controlling the AK-47, tapping away the AK headshots coming in right here. Okay, fair and square. We got a competitor to Malps.
It's got so many different patterns of shooting in that clip that is insane. The spraying, the tapping, and then the spray at the very end. Different distances, different accept. That is amazing from Bimus.
Good adjustment. And some people were worried that BMAS might not be able to hit the mark. Well, if he can hit that shot a little bit more often, then maybe he will hit the mark.
Yeah, he's doing a good job right now for Mousesports. Slowly but surely getting started. And Mousesports, they keep picking up the wins as well. That's good for them.
Well, it's another day done and dusted here once again for the DreamHack Masters Winter. But we've got to thank all of our amazing sponsors from Monster Energy, Intel, Corsair, MSI, and the US Air Force, of course. And that means we're done. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. There is more games coming up tomorrow that you guys won't want to miss. Cloud9 have got to go up against Team Spirit, and Cloud9 have got a lot to prove themselves with. You guys won't want to miss the amazing Counter-Strike action. We'll be back on your screens in the evening. We'll be back with the North American edition, and we'll see you then.